But first,
this is a decisive week in our battle against the coronavirus.
while Mayor de Blasio says this is a crucial week in fighting COVID, we found a religious school in the red zone violating rules and open for class with hundreds of young children in attendance, even though the school had been ordered to close. And good evening to you at 6 o'clock. I'm Liz Cho.
And I'm Bill Ritter. New York Mayor de Blasio tonight says COVID cases in hot zones in the city seem to be leveling off, but they're still very high. New numbers from testing done last week revealing a positivity rate of just under 6%. This is in the red zone in Brooklyn. It's more than 3% in Queens.
Rockland County's red zone has more than 9%, and in Orange County, it is 12.41%. Today, we also learned that only 52% of New York City students are now doing remote learning. The rest, hybrid.
Eyewitness News reporter Stefan Kim begins our coverage from Midwood.
This school behind me is inside a red zone. All schools inside this zone are supposed to be closed, but today we saw hundreds of young children leaving this school and boarding school buses, a blatant violation of state and local restrictions. Hundreds of young children being dismissed from a school in Brooklyn, the Bais Yaacov School on 51st Street in Midwood, boarding yellow school buses, some wearing masks, some not. Their all-girls Jewish school inside the state's red zone ordered closed, clearly open today. This as the mayor is praising efforts to control COVID outbreaks here.
This is the week where we can start to turn the tide in those red zone areas and contain the problem that we're seeing there. I fundamentally believe this challenge can be contained. I fundamentally believe that we can stop this problem we're seeing in Brooklyn and Queens before it grows.
After the city's test and trace corps flooded neighborhoods in Brooklyn, the mayor says the infection rates appear to be leveling off. In certain communities, mask wearing has become more visible, where it was almost non-existent just a few weeks ago. The concern, of course, flagrant violations of the state's executive order like what we saw today could send the city backwards.
The local indicators told us we needed immediate, forceful action. And since we've applied that action, we're seeing a positive impact in some leveling off on the citywide level. And that's what we have to keep doing.
School officials are not responding to our questions. Parents are not commenting. Religious gatherings, by the way, are limited to 10 people. Violations are $15,000.